Okay, y'all, they reached a deal. They reached a deal. Okay. Now, they're supposed to be voting on it later on tonight, all right? But Politico just got it from dropping an article about 30 some odd minutes ago. And I'm going to tell you what's in this deal, okay? So the Senate reached a deal to be able to pass funding and reopen up the government, okay?
Let me help you out, guys. let me help you out, guys. Nothing.
What did he say?
But look, guys, look. When have we ever seen people this excited about a government reopening? Listen, you would think that people won the lottery. You would think that there's something in it for them. Paychecks. Programs. Look, the experiment worked, guys. Listen, I'm just calling it like it is. The experiment worked.
Great success.
Listen, don't shoot the messenger because I know what you guys are about to. Orlando, come on, man. You should be happy. The government reopened. Listen, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're getting a paycheck. But we have to talk about the next steps.
What?
We have to talk about what's coming next. I need you to understand. You need to take care of you and yourself and your family. But if you don't want to, just skip this video. Who cares about the warnings that are coming? Nobody. Yeah, just skip it if it's not important to you. But we're going to jump into it. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Also, too, you know what I'm about to say. I have a newsletter. It is completely free. How can you beat free? You can't. Also, too, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial properties or investment properties, I'm your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years, and I can assist you with that. That information is in a pinned comment in the description. Let's jump straight to it. If you didn't know, we were in the longest government shutdown ever, right? We were in that shutdown. Everybody was super nervous because SNAP benefits, paychecks, everybody's money was stopping.
I think we've had enough of your jokes.
And it was getting tough. It was getting tough. And we talked about it. We knew this was gonna happen. We said, be prepared. My audience, right? I said this. They reopened the government, guys. And guess what? Nothing changed. Listen, I really would love to say they changed this, they changed that, they did this, they did that and the other. Listen, I would love to say that, but all they did was extend the shutdown.
I know what kind of man you are.
Senators take first steps towards reopening the government after historic shutdown. Let's get to the important part. The agreement would fund the government through January 30th, include full year funding for a trio of appropriation bills. That includes full funding for SNAP program, goes through September 2026, or the end of the fiscal year. You lost your paycheck. You lost 2 paychecks. You lost almost a month of paycheck just so they could do nothing. Traitor! This is the reason why I say the experiment worked. Because we know what's gonna happen next. Because if you've been following this channel, you know what I'm about to say. You've been given a warning.
Wait, what?
You've been shown not to have loyalty towards these guys. It doesn't matter. Listen, I know. Listen, I hear what you're saying. Right now, you guys want to choose a side. You guys want to be like, oh, this my guy, my guy. But they don't care about you at all.
Relax.
They showed you they will sacrifice you. They will sacrifice your paychecks. But did they get paid? Let me ask you, did they get paid and did you not get paid? That's how you should look at it. Instead of coming back and saying, well, these guys. This is what I keep telling everybody. You have to take care of you, yourself, and your family first. Fact. But let me tell you this, guys. Let me tell you this. You know what's gonna happen, right? The government is gonna get turned back on. You guys are gonna get your paychecks again, and you're gonna forget.
I still don't know what just happened. I really don't.
You're gonna forget these companies aren't loyal. You're gonna forget that these people are not loyal. You're gonna forget that. You're gonna go right back into we're family. But let me guess, last week you were just saying this.
Guys, let's clap. We've made history. The longest running government shutdown in U.S. history. That means this weekend, another missed paycheck.
Yeah.
That's 2. I don't know about nobody else. I can't speak for nobody else. But baby, yeah, I don't have it. Mentally, I don't have it. I don't have it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And that's it. That's the post. Day 36 of a government shutdown. 2 missed checks. I don't have it. Thank you. And I don't think none of us have it.
Yep.
But yet, we're supposed to keep coming to work. Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up today. We appreciate you. Call your Congress. Tell them to open this up.
Now, that same energy, let's have that towards budgeting.
Now that's a bright idea.
I heard you. I can hear the people. Orlando, come on, man. She just got her job back. I'm saying, let's take care of all the bills. Let's take care of all the bills. And while you're taking care of the bills, wouldn't this be a great time to figure out a budget?
What?
So that you wouldn't have to depend on these said people if an emergency happened again. Because here's what we do know. I just showed you January 30th. Let me say that again. January 30th. Another shutdown can happen again. Do you trust these people?
I'm tired, boss.
I'll wait. Listen, I'll wait. If you trust them, then if you like it, I love it. But you know you were in the same predicament a couple of days ago. Don't let them turning back on the faucet to change your energy. No, listen, don't change your energy now. Keep the same energy. It'll help you take care of you and your family. But listen, you don't have to take my word for it. A lot of you guys were mentally being broken down. Your paychecks were being taken away. You couldn't afford food. You couldn't afford the gas to get to your job, but yet they still wanted you to come into work. So why wouldn't you do a 6-month savings account?
You have to think, young brother, about your future. Huh?
Why wouldn't you get your credit together? Why would you say, Orlando, listen, you shouldn't be telling us this. You shouldn't be telling me to save my own money. You shouldn't be telling me to get my credit together. Orlando, you're wrong for this. Don't you ever go against my loyal TSA company. Don't you ever go against my federal job. Don't you ever go against Google. Don't you ever go against Apple. These guys love me. Yeah. We've seen that. We've seen it. Yeah. Just because they sign your paycheck doesn't mean they're loyal to you.
You want some real advice? Don't be a moron.
But see, individuals need to be remembered. They need to have the receipts to show exactly where they were before and where you don't need to go again. Let's go ahead and look at our air traffic controller. What they were saying a couple of days ago.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this is like the most uninspired, not motivated, lazy. Bro, everything I done been so far, bro, this is garbage, bro. I got this government shutdown going on. I wasn't able to compete this year, even though air traffic controllers not working, not getting paid. It feel like the job got even more stressful with the traffic. I'm like, man, I don't know what it is. And I'm always the person that always say, like, discipline, consistency, gonna trump everything. Like, forget motivation. But like, bro, this is the most mentally tired I've been since I was going through it when I was in the Army. And like, I got people telling me, like, bro, like, keep doing what you're doing, bro, like, keep going. But it's like, man, like, I'm really I'm really mentally drained.
But imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired we are of it.
Let me go ahead and give you guys exactly what's going to happen here. Is you just saw that gentleman say that mentally he was drained, that he was at a point where he didn't know what to do. The money was just expenses and everything was building up and he was feeling uninspired. Well, this is what's going to happen, guys. And listen, and don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you so that you don't do it, but it's still going to happen. It's still going to happen, guys. Listen, the paychecks got taken away. So what did that create? That created a hole where people want to spend. We kind of saw it with the pandemic. Remember when people were taken out of that, of doing things with other people, going to restaurants, going to travel, and then there was this big buildup. The same thing will happen. But this big buildup will happen for the holidays. Remember, we need a good holiday. We need one of those, the biggest spending in the last 10 years. We need one of those years, and they're going to get it. They're going to forget about the trouble that they were in when they heard they weren't getting their SNAP, when they heard they weren't getting a paycheck, when they heard they wouldn't be able to pay their rent. And what are they going to do? They already applied for credit cards that they already have been spending on, but when they get their back pay, do you believe that people will pay their bills? Do you believe that? I'm telling you, the answer is no. Here is the kicker, guys. And I say this over and over and over again. If you make a budget, you will know how much you can spend. If I ask you, how is it that you know how much you make, but you don't know how much you spend? If I asked you right now, how much money do you make at your job? You can tell me at the snap of a finger. Orlando, I make $70,000. How much do you spend every month? Since I make $3,000 a month or $4,000 a month, I probably only spend $2,000. So why are you in credit card debt? See how easy that is? Gotcha. On a serious note, I know what you're saying. Orlando, no one is telling someone. No one is saying, hey, don't save. Why are you telling people to save? No one's saying that. I'm glad you're here. Let's take a look.
You know something I'm tired of hearing people say about federal employees, like, oh, y'all should have 6 months worth of savings or whatever. Let me tell y'all something. The average American doesn't even have $500 for an emergency. So why are you, excluding federal employees like that? Y'all think that federal employees make all this money, and federal employees are not the ones that's making all that money unless you're like at the top, right? It's the politicians that can't get done that's making money, not the regular folks. Y'all are irritating. Irritating as fuck. Like, it's so many federal employees. I just scroll on my timeline and it just breaks my heart. There's so many people are, they don't have any money and they have kids, y'all. People have kids and families that they have to take care of, and they can't because they're not getting paid. This is disgusting. Well, on top of that, so many people still have to show up for work. And then the lack of empathy towards federal employees, it pisses me off to the point where it's just like, nobody cares.
Let's end it right there. She just said, nobody cares. So if no one cares, then why do you care how much a politician makes? Again, guys, imagine this. Imagine being mad that someone is saying to you, hey, maybe you should save your money. Your money. You get to keep it. You get to do the savings. You get to put it in the account that you want to. You have control over that account. But you get mad that someone says, save money. My choice! Let me tell you this. While you care about how much the politician makes, the politician doesn't even know you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. They don't know who you are.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate
that.
Hey, I've been in the business 36 years and
Really appreciate that.
While you're watching how much money he makes, you are spending all of your money and not budgeting. You're not saving any of your money, and you, ma'am, for sure do not have McDonald's money. I'm just calling it like it is. I'm just calling it like it is. Do we want to end up like that? I thought that we were trying to get past what our parents were doing previously. Listen, that's another conversation. But if we're trying to move forward here, and I hear people saying in my comments, Orlando, what's the good news? The good news is you were warned. If you didn't already know that these people didn't care about you, now you should know, and you need to do better. But let me guess, a lot of you guys, again, I stated it in the video, you're just gonna forget. You're gonna go straight back to ordering oxtails from DoorDash using your McDonald's credit card. $10,000 on there. You're gonna max it out. The whole point of Christmas and Thanksgiving is for you to spend. You're not stopping anything. The way that you can help yourself, let me explain this. The way that you can help yourself is budget, realize, you know what? I'm just gonna do a dinner with me and my kids, and I'm not gonna do a dinner inviting everybody. Or maybe we're gonna do a potluck this year. And while you may have some heartburn about that, your account won't. And I just wanna add this last piece on. While everyone is telling you saving is not the best way, don't worry about saving, don't worry about budgeting, don't worry about your credit. I know these guys are telling, and I know what you're thinking. Who would say such a thing? There's plenty of people. You don't have to search far online to find that out. But let me explain this to you guys. Where you're not trying to have an emergency savings account, where you're not trying to get your credit together, while you're not trying to get your financial self together, no one else is going to stop and say, you know what, since you're not getting paid, I'm gonna help you out. No one is saying, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and stop rent right now. You know what, we're gonna go ahead and stop that mortgage right now. No one said that. They were evicting people. Get out.
A lot of people are so wrapped up in the no food stamp November that they are overlooking the fact that apartment complexes are starting to evict people for not being able to pay the rent because of the government shutdown. That should be illegal. Not to mention that they are starting the eviction process. But even if they was to get a check today to pay their rent tomorrow or today or whatever have you, they still got to pay back pay. They still got to pay all of the late fees, taxes, and everything. So basically, it's like a no-win situation for everybody who had to go to work, didn't get paid, and they still expect these people to show up as if nothing is going on in their day-to-day normal life. Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am, they are serious. They are serious. I'm here to tell you, they are very, very, very much serious. Before we go ahead and end this video, I want to go ahead and just say this disclaimer I'm super happy that the government reopened, that you can start getting your paychecks. I still need you to understand that there are a lot of things that can happen. First of all, I hope you get paid. I really do. I hope you get all the money that you deserve. But we've seen that this administration is saying things like, hey, we don't know if you're going to get paid. We don't know if you deserve to get paid. Matter of fact, we're laying off individuals while this, and we still have to go through all of that, how you're going to get your back pay, if you're going to still get your back pay. And this is the thing, if you do get your back pay, please do not put yourself in a situation to get taken advantage of like this. This is the truth. Make sure that you insulate yourself from this. I know it's going to be hard. You're going to have to pay you currently have bills to pay right now. But I am seriously asking you to look at your finances to make sure that going into the end of this year, that you are financially sound. Start that work. Start doing what you need to do to make sure that you and your family are put first and that you're not being loyal to these politicians, that you're not being loyal to these companies. And as always, if you love content like this, guys, please join the Patreon. We do exclusive videos over there. And then also too, we all know that you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this one right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you into your first rental property. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.